Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brian here, and today I want to give you my quick impressions on the Transformers Generations Nightbeat figure. Here he is. He is a repaint of Bumblebee. Nice sky blue on it. Not sure if I love it or not, but you know, underside just as for Bumblebee, basically. You can see arms and some crotch, but not horrible robot under car syndrome. He rolls as cars roll. He's got some cool paint on the side, though there's missing a little bit of yellow right there on both sides. I kind of dig the silver on the hood here, or the headlights. Nice painted tail section. These probably should be silver or something, but and silver rim, so hey, he's actually got some paint on him. He looks pretty decent. For some size comparisons though, let's bring in some Lost Light members. We've got Make Toys Trash Talk, who is IDW Swerve. We've got Generations Drift. We've got Ultra Magnus with his buddy Minimus Ambus. Yes, I know they're not buddies. So these guys don't look too bad together. Some more figures to show them off with, some very self-indulgent repaints that I've done of a Chrome Dome and a fake busker Thugmeister to be rewind. Chrome Dome is based off of the Prid Viacon mold. Looks fine to me, scale-wise. So basically there he is in vehicle mode. What do you say we go ahead and get him into robot mode and talk about what I think about him there, shall we? Let's. Do. Take that again. Do. And bam, here is Nightbeat in his robot mode. Now I want to say one quick thing as a caveat. I have modded this one a little bit. For some dumb reason there were these little bumps on his arms and the elbow. Actually, I can show you. I happen to have one unmodded one right here. So it's a before and after. You see on Bumblebee here, there's this bump in the middle of his elbow. And the really absurdly high line block thing corner here. On Nightbeat, I have cut those down because with them, they make it so you can't really do too much with his articulation, or as much as I want. But without them, I can bend his arm farther, rotate it around, do much more with it. So I really don't understand why design-wise those were put there when they hinder things. And there was no real reason for them to be there. So I cut them. So I'll leave Bumblebee there while I talk about his weapons. I forgot to mention him while he was in vehicle mode, but he comes with the same exact weapons that Bumblebee has. The kind of dumb jet booster, whatever the heck these are supposed to be, kind of looking things that can combine and have a handle on it, and I don't know what this is supposed to be. It looks kind of dumb. So I threw these in my parts bag and actually pulled the screw out of these guys, and now I'm kind of using them as jet boosters for, let me just pick you guys up, for flying characters. I kind of dig that. Uh-oh, you're seeing the background. Oh no. Yeah, I think these work well as flames for flying characters. Nightbeat, you're kind of ruining the effect. But you're important to the video, so let's keep you in it. So yeah, just throw them in some feet, and it kind of helps with looking like, hey, they're flying. So yeah, I've done that with Nightbeat's ones as well. And if you're tempted, all you have to do is just take out the screw that's holding these together, and then just pop them out. I had to use another screwdriver to... I had to use the screwdriver to push them out a bit. They were a bit tight in there, but yeah, that's all it was. Just one screw. And you can put these at the base of people's feet sometimes. Just so happens the Fall of Cybertron Seeker mold works pretty well with these. So, comparisons. There he is with his original use of the mold, Bumblebee. They look similar because they're the same mold. But for some other size comparisons, let's go ahead and bring in the Yardstick Generations Chromia, who is a Prid RC mold, remold actually, about the same size. I happen to have him on hand. Here is Ultra Magnus. big. Hotspot, not as big. Groove, smaller. Yay. But since he's on the Lost Light, let's go ahead and bring in a couple of these guys. Just for some size comparisons with that. That is Make Toys, Trash Talk, and Fake Buskers, Thugmeister, available on shapeways.com, printed in polished aluminide and painted by me. And now let's go ahead and talk about his articulation, shall we? His head is on a swivel. Unfortunately, can't look up or down or anything. He's got a joint in his shoulder, mostly for transformation, but it does allow for some pretty good upward movement. A complex jointing arrangement, which basically allows him to do full 360 in and out pretty darn well. His arms are kind of glorious. He's got a bicep swivel right at the elbow. He can get about 90 degrees of movement. A little bit further if you shave off that nub. Not too much room that way when you do have that little nub. But if you cut that off and shave the corners down, you can get him to do a full 360 with that. No wrist whatsoever. I really don't understand why this couldn't be a ball joint or swivel or something. Rather, I guess I can understand it for budget reasons, but sadness. He's got a waist joint. It's a bit tight. In fact, I wasn't even sure he had one at first. He's got a forward movement. He's got a backwards movement, but his backpack gets in the way a bit. He's got a thigh swivel. He's got a double jointed knee. So do plenty of that, and his feet are kind of good too. They are on a ball joint hinge association thing, so they can do some pretty good stuff. His articulation overall is pretty darn good. His backpack is kind of egregious, so that kind of sucks. The door shoulder things, the shoulder things kind of bug me, but not a whole lot. I don't know. I'm wishy-washy on the shoulders, the accoutrements of the shoulders. His head sculpt is pretty darn awesome. I dig that head sculpt. And his transformation is kind of finicky, but kind of fun. I enjoy it, but he's not really... It's not really a great transformation. It's a pretty decent one. So I guess I like it. But I think that leads me into my final thoughts on him. Overall, I'm pleased with him. Once I did the mods on his arms, he got better articulation, and I'm kind of liking the character. I originally actually passed on this figure because it's just a repaint of Bumblebee, who I was okay with having. Actually, Bumblebee was a gift, now that I think about it. So I didn't really feel like I needed to get Nightbeat. Even though I knew he was on the Lost Light, I didn't think he was going to be a recurring character. But he's starting to be a recurring character, and I'm like, damn it, I should probably pick him up because he's probably going to become awesome, because James Roberts writes awesome characters. And I'm enjoying him, so I'm glad to have him. And yeah. How are you guys liking him in More Than Meets the Eye? What do you think of the current storyline in More Than Meets the Eye? I'm always enjoy that book. So I want to take a moment to sincerely thank you guys for watching. Sincerely thank you for spreading the word. And those of you who have subscribed, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. It's because of you guys that we keep doing this, and you guys rock. See you next time, guys. Bye.